Namaste, everybody. Welcome back to class. And this week and next week, we are going to be focusing on developing a personal practice and also reflecting on our practice so far. For this class today, we are going to kind of go back in time and we're going to reconnect to about 30 basic postures, important as a beginner to know and to be able to practice at home. There are all sorts of different shapes that bring the body into alignment, that also create a suppleness of the body and also release tension. And we will also practice some of the main pranayamas that we practice as a beginner. And we will close with a short little meditation. We'll bring 3 components of the practice into one session. So I welcome you to begin by coming to a seated position. Anything comfortable. Come into a nice cross-legged position and just rest for a few moments as you begin to prepare for your practice, both mentally, physically, in the mind-body complex. And so the first pose we'll come into, as in the seated position, is the pose of Sukhasana. And this is considered a basic cross-legged position. So you can bring the right shin in first and then the left and crisscross the shins. Flex your feet a little bit. And this is a pose that is to be comfortable. And I understand that this pose is not comfortable for everybody because we maybe don't have a lot of flexibility in the hips or back is tight. Maybe we sit in chairs and we're sitting in chairs our whole life. So in order to practice this pose, it's good to become used to sitting on the ground. So maybe even eating your dinner on the ground or studying on the ground or having conversations on the ground and letting your hips rest on the floor. And your legs can stretch even just by sitting on the floor. And as you can see, I'm sitting on a bolster, which I recommend. I recommend having something to sit on just a little bit as you're becoming more and more flexible. And that's because this allows the spine to be straight and comfortable without any effort. All right, so let's begin in Sukhasana. And come to the nice straight spine, lift the front of the chest up and then the back lower down. And maybe close your eyes and come to your breath and inhale. And exhale through the nose. And let's inhale again. And exhale. And then inhale without directing any attention to any specific part of your body. Just enjoy your breath entering your body. And then softly exhaling all the way out. So now bring your hands to your abdomen and then inhale and float your belly wide. And then exhale, press your belly in. You're gonna bring your hands to your lower rib cage and then inhale and float your rib cage. And then exhale in. Bring your hands to the top of your chest and then inhale, let your chest lift up towards your throat. And then exhale out. Good, return your hands back to your thighs. And now inhale through both nostrils. And then hold your breath. And then sip in a little bit more breath like you're just gonna give more of an inhale. And now open your mouth and just let the breath go like you're fogging a mirror. Good, and then try that again. Inhale all the way up to the throat. And hold. And sip a little bit more in. And hold, and open your mouth and exhale. When you come to the exhale, let your belly softly draw into the spine. And let's try one more like that. Inhale. Come into a sort of a deep, long breath. And hold. And sip a little bit more in. And then open your mouth and let it go. And so this practice brings in a sense of relaxation, a sense of calming down. And we will practice breaths that will also give us energy later on in the practice. Let's join the palms together at the heart center and let's come into Anjali Mudra. And allow yourself to just feel that both sides of the body are crisscrossing and joining together on some level, and you're balancing and bringing awareness to the center of your trunk, the center of your body, sometimes called the midline. And we'll practice just 3 sweet ohms. So inhale. Om. Om. And one more, inhale. Om. And gently inhale. And then exhale, drop your head down towards your chest. Rub your palms together and create warmth in the palms. And then once you've created a little bit of warmth in your hands, place the warm hands to the face, cupping your eyes. And then inhale here and exhale. Let's release the hands out and let your eyes just rest onto your hands. So you begin to externalize your energy now. You externalize the sense of sight. Just focus on your palms, focus on the hands, and let your breath be one long, nice inhale and one nice, long exhale. Good, and then release the hands down. Let's go ahead and come off of our support, releasing Sukhasana, and let's come to child pose. In the Sanskrit, it's Ardha Mukha Virabhadrasana. So take a few moments to just stretch the hips. We're going to practice the poses in a static manner. So coming to a little bit of stillness in the practice. Good, and then inhale here. Let's bring the hands back to a variation of child pose, bringing the forehead down. And let your shoulders drop to the floor, and let's come to the breast. So inhale, bring your breath all the way into the back of your body. And then exhale to the front of your body. And then inhale again. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Good, then float up and come into the Vajrasana position. Sit with our hips on our heels. Rest the hands on the top of the thighs. And let's go ahead and interlace the fingers. Reach the palms to the ceiling and come into Padotttanasana in Vajrasana. So this is a variation of mountain pose in the Thunderbolt pose. Inhale and exhale. Good, then from here, let's come to the hands and knees, and let's go ahead and come to a nice tabletop. And we're going to come into the cat-cow position. Look up. And then round the spine, lift the kidneys, and bring the chin all the way into your throat and push the floor away. And then again, inhale. And exhale. And then inhale. And exhale. And from here, curl your toes, everyone. And we're going to lift now into the Adho Mukha Svanasana and press forward a little bit. And then inhale, we're going to lift the heels up, lift the knees up, and lift the sit bones up. And stretch the legs and stretch the spine. Good, and let's breathe here. And exhale. This posture is kind of a well-rounded posture. It's creating flexibility in the hamstrings. Is also an inversion. The head is below the heart. Also building strength in the arms. And then from here, we're going to come into the next posture, which is a plank position. And it's really just the top of a push-up. And we're going to push the floor away. We'd like to bring our shoulders over our wrists. And the legs are strong and the belly is lifting. And a nice long breath or two here. As always, you can modify by placing the knees down. Then from there, we're going to transition. We're going to lift the hips up and come into down dog. Now from here, just walk your feet forward, and we're going to bring the feet all the way to the hands. Feet can be apart or together. And we're going to come into Uttanasana, forward bend, standing forward bend. So different variations for the hands. The hands can be towards the floor. They can also be on blocks. You can also hold the opposite elbows, just crossing the forearms, and just hold down. And then from there, we're going to bring the hands to the waist, and we're going to rise over the flat back, and we're going to come up standing, and we're going to come to Tadasana. Standing in the mountain pose. Okay, feel the two sides of the feet planted, and try to be upright and erect. And here you can close your eyes and just feel the feet on the earth and connect to your breath. Good, and when you're ready, open your eyes. This brings us to sun salutations. So there are three main sun salutations that you're learning in this class. Let's go ahead to Surya Namaskar, the classical, and then the A and the B. And we'll just do a few of each. Let's turn the palms to the side. Inhale, reach your arms up. And then exhale, fold forward and come down. And then we're going to step the right foot back, come into a low lunge, and lift the chest and gaze forward. And then exhale, bring the left foot back and come into plank. Inhale, and then exhale, release the knees down, and then your chest comes down, and then the chin. Come through. Friends, hands go back a little bit. And then we're going to inhale, lift the chest a little bit. Exhale, hold. And then inhale, let's straighten the elbows. Come up into high cobra. And then exhale, just come into down dog. And then right away, step your right foot to your right thumb. And let's lunge on the other side. Inhale. And then exhale, curl your back foot and step your left foot forward and fold. And then inhale, let's rise up with a flat back. And arch back just a little bit. And exhale, release the hands apart. Let's do a side on the left. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold, squeeze your belly on the way down. Left leg back. And this time we can do a variation. Raise your arms up into Anjanasana. And then exhale, release the hands down. Step into plank position. And then bring the knees to the floor, then the chest, and then your chin. No need to overarch the lower back. Press forward, bring the whole body to the floor. And then inhale, press the arms straight, and let's meet back into downward dog. Good, then from here, step your left foot up to the left thumb. And then inhale, let's rise up. And exhale. Let's step up, meet back in the Uttanasana, and fold down. And then inhale, let's rise up. Maybe arch back. And then exhale, release the arms to the side. Good, now we'll come to Surya Namaskar A. So these serve as warm-ups for the body. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, let's squeeze the belly, fold down. Inhale, look at the wall in front of you. Stretch your spine in a half position. And then exhale, we're going to jump or step back to plank and lower the body down like just a piece of wood. And come to Chaturanga. And then inhale, we're going to straighten the elbows, lift the chest, and then lift the legs off the floor. And then exhale to downward dog. Good. So by having the legs off the floor, the pose becomes the upward facing dog. By having the legs on the floor, it becomes the Cobra pose. Good, then from here, you can come high on your tippy toes and you can bend your knees and you either jump or step your feet to your hands. Look up, come into the half forward bend, and then exhale, fold into the full forward bend. And then inhale, arms to the side as you come up with the flat back, and then reach up to the ceiling and exhale, bring the arms to the sides. Good, now with Surya Namaskar B, we are going to bring in the warrior one and also the chair pose. So let's begin. Inhale, bend your knees, come into Utkatasana. Exhale, fold all the way into Uttanasana. Inhale, come into the half forward bend. Exhale, jump or step back to plank, and you're going to lower your body to the floor. And then inhale, come into the upward dog. Lift the whole body up with a little bit of a curve in the back, and then exhale to downward dog. Now we're going to turn the left heel down, and we're going to step the right foot to the right thumb and come into a lunge. Variation is you can lift your back heel off the floor. And now from here, we're going to press down and reach up, bring the trunk up. And exhale, come down. And step your right leg back and let's bring the chest to the floor. Lift the chest away from the floor and the legs up and exhale to downward dog. Good, turn your right heel down, step your left foot up, or the right heel can be lifted like in a lunge. Come into your beginning warrior. And then inhale, let's rise up. And exhale, come down. Move through. Rise up. And then come into the downward dog. Good, now for here, we're going to pause and we're going to rest in the breath and we're going to hold the pose for 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. From here, let's look forward. We're going to bend the knees, and we're either going to jump or step our feet to the hands. Then come into a forward bend. Then look at the wall in front of you. Come into that half forward bend, and then exhale, come all the way down. Let's return back into the chair pose. Bend your knees. Sweep your arms up. Make sure that you can see your toes. And then reach all the way up. And then exhale. Bring the arms to the side. Good. Smooth out your breath here. And exhale. Good. Now from here, we're going to step our right foot back. And now let's spread the legs apart. Come into a wide-legged position. And we're going to do some standing poses as well as the wide-legged stretch. Bring the hands to the waist. Let's look up. Inhale. Good. And then exhale, we're going to fold down. Bring your hands to the floor or your blocks. Look up and then look down. Walk your hands back. And press your inner thighs to your outer thighs. Lift your sit bones. And let the whole back and legs stretch. And let's stay in the pose for a few rounds of the breath. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, let's look forward, walk the hands forward. And if your legs feel unstable, you're going to bring your legs a little bit close together. If they feel stable here, bring your hands to your waist as you lift the kneecaps and rise all the way up. Good. And then from there, let's step the feet together. Come back into your mountain pose. And then now we're going to come into tree pose. So we're going to have our gaze about 5 feet in front on the floor. And we're going to bend the right knee. Bring the foot up and place the sole of the foot on the left inner thigh. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, remain still. Exhale. And then inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale. Press the whole sole of the foot evenly to the inner left thigh. Good. And then release the hands to the heart and then release the right leg down. Let's switch. Inhale, left leg comes up, left foot. Bring the hands to the heart. Stabilize by pressurizing your outer hips together. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. One more breath. Inhale. And then exhale, bring the hands all the way to the heart. Let's release the left foot down. Come back into Tadasana. Catch your breath. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, now from here, we're going to bend the knees like we did in the chair pose. Bring the hands to the waist. And we're going to come into the eagle pose or Garudasana. We're going to crisscross the right knee on top of the left. Wrap and hook the right foot behind the left calf. Bring your arms out. Inhale and exhale. Bring your right elbow under the left. Good. Breathe here. One more breath. Good. Spread the arms out and inhale, straighten the legs and come up. Good. Let's try the other side. Inhale and exhale. Bend your knees. Crisscross your left knee on top of your right ankle. Sorry, let's come back. Good. Let's do the left side. Bend both knees. Bring your hands to your waist. Crisscross the left knee on top of the right. And then if you can, hook the left foot behind the right calf. Inhale. Raise the arms up. Exhale. Sweep the left elbow under the right. Wrap the forearms. Good. And breathe. And then come up and release. From here, let's go ahead and step our feet apart. Let's turn to the right, bring the arms out, inhale, exhale. Let's fold down, come to triangle pose. And then inhale, come up. And let's turn to the other side and come into triangle pose. Utthita Trikonasana. Good. And then inhale, let's come up. Turn the left toes in. Bring the hands to the waist and step your feet together. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Let's try the other side. Good. Let's go ahead and step your feet apart. Turn to the right. Bring the arms to the side. Bend your right knee. Come to warrior two. Look over your right shoulder. Good. And then rise up. Turn to the right. Turn the right foot in, left leg out. And then bend the left knee and come into warrior two. Good. Press the left leg straight. Turn the left toes in. Bring the hands to the waist. And step your feet together. So step the feet apart. And now we'll come into the extended side angle pose, Parsaritta Padotttanasana. Let's turn the left toes in, turn the right leg out. Inhale, extend the arms out, bend your right knee, bring your right elbow to the right knee, and reach the left arm over the ear. Good, just doing a modified version right now. You can go ahead and bring the hand to the floor if you'd like. Good, and then just float up, and then turn to the right foot in, and then turn the left leg out, and bend down, come into warrior two, and then right away, rest the left elbow on the thigh, and reach. Good, then inhale, let's rise all the way up. Let's turn the toes in and bring the hands back to the waist. Stepping the feet together, come back into Tadasana. Okay, now let's go ahead and come into half moon pose. Bring your arms out to the side, step your feet apart, turn to the right, and the left toes in, right leg out. Come into triangle pose. Bring your left hand to the hip, look down, bend your right knee, and step forward. Come in and balance. Once you've stabilized, reach the left arm up and come into triangle, and come into half moon. Good, to come out of the pose, you're gonna take a giant step back, come back into triangle pose. And then press up. Keeping the arms extended. Now just turn the right toes in, turn the left leg out. Inhale, exhale, just come down. Right hand to the right hip. And now begin to sort of walk forward, step up, and lift the right leg up. And extend your right arm up. You take a giant step back, come back into triangle pose. And then inhale, let's rise up. And turn your left toes in, stabilize your legs, bring the hands to the waist, and step your feet together. Okay, come to your breath, come to mountain pose. Inhale. And exhale. Let's bring the hands apart again, step the feet apart. We're going to come to warrior three now. So from here, we're going to come into warrior one first. Raise the arms up. Turn your right toes out and turn your left toes in, and now square out your hips. Face the right, and then exhale, come to warrior one. Now from here, we're going to reach the hands back. We're going to lift the back heel up. We're going to slowly tip forward. Your hands can come to the floor if you'd like, and come to warrior three. You bring the hands down. You could bend the standing leg. Good, and then take a giant step back and come up to warrior one. Good, and then turn to the middle, and then right away turn to the left. Come to warrior one. And then inhale. And then exhale, we're gonna bring the hands back, lift the right heel up, and then begin to tip forward, walk your back foot in, and come to the balance. And then from here, take a giant step back, rise back up into your warrior one. And then exhale, we're gonna release the hands to the floor and step back. And then come back into your downward facing dog. And then exhale, bring the knees down and come to child pose. Good. From child pose, we're going to inhale. We're going to bring the hands back and we're going to come onto our knees and come up into the camel pose. Curl your feet. Curl your toes. So the heels lift a little bit. You can also place blocks outside. And lengthen lower back, and we're going to start to tip back and bring your hands to the heels and arch back. Good, and rock your hips back and inhale. Rise all the way up. Come back into your child pose and stretch your arms forward. Then inhale, come up, walk your knees forward, crisscross your ankles. Slide back. And roll all the way onto your back. And in your knees, we're going to come into the bridge pose. Bring the arms alongside the body, wrap your shoulders under your back, lift your hips up, and interlace your fingers underneath the hips. Good. Press down into the evenly between both feet. And breathe here. 1, 2, and then 3. Slowly release down. Bring your knees into your chest. Good. And then roll to your right side and come up. From here, we'll extend the legs out and we'll come into Paschimottanasana. But first, we'll take Dandasana, the staff pose. Bring the hands outside of the hips. Let's sit up tall, press your feet and the back of the legs down, and then inhale, raise the arms all the way up. Reach up, bring your little rib cage in. Good, and then exhale, we're gonna fold. Hold the big toes. Inhale, look forward, and then exhale, fold down. After the third breath, inhale, look up. And then exhale, just release the hands and come up. Bend your right knee. Good. And we're going to bring the right arm inside and we're going to turn to the left. Good. And then exhale, let's go ahead and turn and take the left elbow outside the right and turn to the right. These are Vajrasana, seated twist poses. Good. And exhale, let's release. Let's stretch the right leg out, bend the left knee. Inhale, turn to the right, bring your left elbow inside the left knee and look over your right shoulder. Good. And then exhale, let's twist the other direction. Just holding for 3 breaths. Good. And then let's release. Let's release the left leg straight. Good. Now rock onto your table and bend your knees. We're going to come up into the boat pose. Extend your arms out. You can hold the back of the leg. Good. And then let's release. Let's give ourselves a hug. Let's repeat. And then release. And then extend. Good. And then cross your legs and come into Sukhasana. Bring the hands into Jnana Mudra. Inhale. And then exhale. Let's extend the legs out. Bend your right knee, cross your right foot outside your left knee, and now bend your left knee and bring your left heel outside of your right hip. And we're going to twist in the half Lord of the Fishes, Padotttanasana. Raise your right arm up and begin to turn back. Place the right hand right behind your hips. Left arm comes up and hook it outside of the right knee. You can also wrap it in the front. Good. And look over the right shoulder, and we just pause quietly for the 3 rounds of breath. Good. And then let's release. And from here, we're going to unwind. Bend your left knee, crisscross your left foot after the right knee, and the right knee taking the left foot to the outside of the left hip. Right foot, sorry, outside the left hip. Reach the right arm up and turn. Hook and turn. Good. And then let's release. Before we unwind the legs, we're going to take the right hand outside the left ankle, and you're just going to slide your left knee on top of your right. So here's from the side. Here's from the front. So the left knee is on top of the right knee. If you're stacking because of the tightness in the hips, no worries. Let's bring the arms out and come into cow face pose. Sweep your left arm down under, right arm up, and reach back and clap. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale. So if you'd like to use your belt here, you can use your belt. If you don't have a belt, just do your best. You can hold onto your shirt. You can create a little bit more of an open variation of the arms. One more breath. Good. Let's release the right arm, release the left arm, and then just lean back and just switch. Bring the opposite knee on top. And again, have the heels to the outside of the hips. You can lift your hips up a little bit and then corkscrew down and feel that stretch in the outer hips. Reach your arms out, inhale. Reach the right arm behind you, left arm comes up. And let's hook. Lift the chest and breathe. Nice, long 3 breaths. Good. On the next inhale, let's release the arms. Good. Sweep the arms all the way up and then exhale through the heart. Now we'll release the legs and just bring them out. And now bend both knees. And we're going to come into the last couple of poses, Vrksasana and Chandrasana. Let's go ahead and hold the big toes. And you can just gently flap the thighs up and down. And from here, we'll inhale, and then we'll exhale, and we'll fold. Bring your forehead down as far as you can comfortably go without coming out of the pose. Stay for 3 breaths. Good, and then inhale, let's come up. And from here, we're just going to stretch the left leg out in front. Keep the right shin inside the left inner thigh. Come to Virabhadrasana. We're going to inhale, reach the arms up. Then exhale, fold over that left leg. Hold the foot. Inhale for a stretch, and then exhale, come down where you can hold the pose in an extended variation. If your back curves, that's okay. Just suck your belly in a little bit. Balance your right rib cage down and breathe. Inhale, come up. Raise your arms up, and then exhale, release. Good, let's switch. Release the right leg straight, bring the left leg back. Inhale, reach the arms up. And then exhale. Fold for Janu Shirshasana, the head to knee pose. Inhale, look up, and then exhale, fold. Let's inhale, look up. Bring the arms up, and then exhale, come down. And then extend the legs out. Good, that completes the basic round of postures. Now we'll lie down in Shavasana. We'll spend a few minutes in Shavasana, and then we're going to come up for our pranayama and meditation practice. Okay, so let's go ahead and lie down. Bring the arms to the side. Let your legs separate a little bit, and let your breathing just be natural. Now go ahead and deepen your breath. Allow the inhale and the exhale to inform each other. And if you lengthen the exhale, you'll be relaxed a little bit more. Good, and let's go ahead and wiggle our fingers and toes, reach the arms overhead. And then exhale, bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a little hug. Squeeze the nose to the knee. Good, and then let's roll up and come to seated. And now we'll begin pranayama. Welcome to our pranayama practice. We are going to practice 4 basic pranayamas to go with the 30 basic postures. This is a practice that you can do anytime, and you can take it into your life after this course is over. And I recommend that you actually do that and develop some consistency with these basic practices. We will conclude our practice with a third eye meditation that will be devoted to awakening clear seeing. All right, so let's go ahead and begin. So coming into your comfortable cross-legged position, we're going to sit upright for these 4 practices. We're going to start out with Kapalabhati and Samavriti. After that, we'll do Nadi Shodhana, and then we'll practice Brahmi. Okay, good. So first, before we do anything, let's just connect to our breath. So sit up nice and tall. And if you're comfortable, close your eyes and let your eyes just rest gently within the back of your head and your skull. Move your awareness inward. And as you do that, you can still maintain an awareness of the external energy, the external space. So you know that where you are in your space, but at the same time, you're going to be drawing the mind a little bit inward. And so you can listen to your breath. So let's inhale. And then exhale. And you may notice that you directly go into a nasal breath, or you may notice you go directly into a mouth breath. So let's try that again. Any breath you'd like to do. Good, and then reestablish your straight spine. You might have shrunken down a little bit, and we'll try that again. Now this time go directly to the nose, and then inhale, feeling the breath enter the tips of the nose, and breathe high up into the nasal cavity. So go high up in your sinuses. And as if you're smelling something really nice, and then exhale. Good, now let's bring the abdomen into it. So let's inhale and feel the expansion of the belly. And let your breath travel again high up into the nasal cavity, and then exhale all the way out. And as you exhale, let your belly come in.
And now inhale again, expand your belly, and then now bring in your lower rib cage and expand the trunk a little bit wider. Still bringing the breath high up, and then exhale. And as you contract the whole trunk in, feel the breath leaving the body. And now let's bring the breath again even deeper. Let's inhale into the belly, the lower rib cage, and now the upper chest. And let the breath continue upward into the head. And then when you come to the end of the breath, you just exhale all the way out and then squeeze the whole trunk from the shoulders, the throat, all the way down to the lower belly. Good. And now just come into your actual natural breath. And you may notice that you've cleared out a little bit of space. Good. And then now let's go ahead and bring some energy into our practice. We're going to practice Kapalabhati. And Kapalabhati is a practice where we will be pumping the belly. And we're going to go about 50 times, then we're going to go about 60 times, and then we'll go about 70 times. Okay. So we use our hands to relax down. And again, you can close your eyes or open your eyes for this practice. But just remember that it's a rapid inhale and then a forceful exhale. Okay, so it's not a big, it's really quite of a short and rapid inhale. And then the exhale is strong. Good. Let's go ahead and begin. So inhale and begin. Ten more. Good, release. Inhale. And then gently exhale. Now we'll move it into holding the breath after the inhale. So inhale again. And hold your breath. And then gently exhale. So that was about 15 seconds. Good. Go ahead and recycle another breath. Inhale. And then exhale. Let's do round two. We'll go 60 rounds now. And let's go ahead and begin. Inhale. And go. Twenty. 40. 60. Release. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. And now inhale, we're going to hold the breath. We did 15 seconds before. Let's go 20 now. Inhale. And just hold your breath. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Your belly is also relaxed. Remain calm. Good. Inhale a little bit. And then softly and gently exhale all the way out. Try to lengthen the exhale a little bit. And let's inhale, nice long breath. And then exhale. Let's do one more round and we'll do 70. Of course, if it's too much for you and you feel short of breath or lightheaded, just go into a natural pattern of rhythmic breathing. Never want to force yourself at all. And if you practice this regularly, the increments will increase naturally. It just comes. You start to strengthen your ability to hold the breath. All right, let's begin. Inhale and exhale, begin. 10. 20. 30. 40. 50. 60. Keep going. 70. Release. Inhale. And exhale. Now we'll hold the breath. Let's try to go around of 30 seconds. So inhale gently, lift up your chest, hold, ten more seconds. Good, softly release, exhale. Good, now just sit quietly for a couple of minutes, couple of moments, couple of breaths, and inhale gently and just feel the post effect of this energizing breath of Kapalabhati. It's simultaneously energizing and also stilling of the mind. The mental thoughts seem to level out a little bit and calm down. Okay, one more breath. Good, and exhale. Okay, let's move on to our next breath. Now we'll practice Samavriti, where we will inhale the same amount that we will hold the breath, and we will exhale for that same amount, and then we'll hold the breath again for that same amount. Samavriti, as you know, means even movement. So there's an evenness to the whole thing. And sometimes it's called box breathing. So we'll first start out with a ratio of 4, 4, 4, and 4. And then we'll increase and we'll go 6, 6, 6, and 6. Good. So let's begin. Have a nice natural reset breath. Inhale. And exhale. So let's inhale for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, and 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, and 4. And hold 1, 2, 3, and 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, and 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, and 1. And hold 1, 2, 3, and 4. Keep going. 1, 2, inhaling 3, and 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, and 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, and 4. And hold at the end. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hold. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and hold. Good. Continue. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's hold. We can chant the mantra of Om here as well. Exhale, Om, 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 and hold. Om, 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 and Om. One more round of the 4 ratio. Inhale, Om, 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 and Om. Hold. Exhale, Om, 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 and hold. Good. Now let's release that ratio. Inhale naturally. You can say Om silently on the inhale. And exhale. You can also chant Om. And then release. Let's increase the ratio now. Let's increase the length of the inhale, the length of the hold, and the length of the exhale, and then the length of the hold at the end of the breath. Good. Let's begin. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then hold. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale. Om. 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 Om, and Om. Hold. Exhale. Om. 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 Om, and hold. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then hold your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Again, inhale. Om. 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 Hold. Exhale. Om. 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 And then hold, chanting Om silently 6 times. And now let's inhale. Let's release that 6-6 ratio. Inhale, chant silently Om. And then exhale, let it go. Om. And let's try a natural, nice, long breath at your own pace, your own ratio. And gently exhale. Good. So that concludes practice of Samavriti. Also notice how each breath practice affects your mood, affects the state of your mind, how the energy feels in the body. Oftentimes, pranayama can give you a sense of, relaxation, but it can also energize you. And it can just make you feel like you've sort of cleansed yourself, sort of like when you take a run, right, in a way. So let's move on to the next breath. Yeah. So the next one we're going to practice is Nadi Shodhana or Nadi Shuddhi. So we're going to clean the nadis, the nostrils. And we're going to come into the Vishnu Mudra or Nasika Mudra and rest your left hand in the Jnana Mudra on the top of the left thigh. And let's begin. So inhale through both nostrils. Let's close the right nostril and exhale all the way out through the left. Good. And let's just go ahead and clear the nostrils. If you notice one's blocked, you can lift the skin of the cheek or separate the nostril with the opposite fingers. Inhale through the left. Close the left and exhale through your right. Inhale through your right. And then exhale to your left. Good. So let's go ahead and practice a ratio. We're going to go in for 3 and we'll hold for 12 and then we'll exhale for 6. Yeah? Let's try. Inhale to the left. 1, 2, and 3. Let's hold. And then let's release the right nostril. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then inhale to your right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's hold. Hold your breath for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exhale to your left. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now just release your right hand. Everybody inhale nice and long and gentle. And then exhale all the way out. Let's repeat. Close the right nostril. Inhale to the left. Inhale for a count of 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exhale to your right. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right away. Inhale to your right for a count of 3. 1, 2, and 3. Close and hold. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then closing the right, exhale to the left. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now release your right hand down again and give yourself a nice long breath. And then exhale all the way out. And now we'll practice without any holds. Let's just flow through a few rounds on our together. Close the right nostril, inhale to the left. Close your left nostril, exhale to the right. Inhale to your right nostril. Exhale to your left. That's 1. Let's do 2 more. Inhale to your left. Exhale to your right. Inhale to your right. Exhale to your left. That's 2. Last one. Inhale to your left. Exhale to your right. Inhale to your right. Close your right. Exhale all the way out to your left. Good. And then just release your right hand down. And now inhale through both nostrils. And then exhale through both nostrils. Notice if some blockages were clearing, have been cleared. And now our next practice, which is our last practice of this variation of this sequence today, is the hummingbee breath, the Bhramari Pranayama. And we're going to practice by blocking off 4 of the 5 senses above the throat. So we're going to bring the pinkies below the lips, ring fingers above the lips, place your middle fingers towards the bridge of the nose, and place your index finger over your eyelids. Get your thumb close to the flap of the ears. Good, so just take a moment and find the mudra. And now we're going to create the sound of the female humming bee. So inhale through your nostrils. Exhale. Two more, inhale. And then just gently release the hands down, and then notice if the quality of your hearing has changed. Good. And now just remain with your eyes closed. And if you need to adjust your position, go ahead. And we're just going to move right into a very short meditation on the space between the eyebrows to bring us into a state of awakened, clear seeing. So bring your hands into the Jnana Mudra, joining the thumbs and the index finger together. Turn the palms upward and let them rest naturally and gently along your knees or thighs. And as you hold the Jnana Mudra, just go ahead and take several natural breaths to attune to all of the feelings and the sensations of this gesture. To attune to all the feelings and sensations awakened by this gesture. Notice how your breath is gently directed into your upper chest, neck, and head, cultivating a greater sense of clarity. Your sense of clarity is enhanced by fuller breathing in the uppermost portion of your lungs, instilling an uplifting feeling that allows you to remain in meditation more comfortably. Supported by uplifting energy, your awareness is directed to your frontal brain, your center of higher reasoning, naturally enhancing your sense of clarity. Now, sense the space between your eyebrows, your third eye point, as the center of clarity from which you can witness all that arises in your mind more objectively. Within your growing clarity, take several breaths to sense the silent space between your thoughts expanding naturally, allowing you to witness your thoughts and feelings without needing to identify so completely. As you rest in this silent space, your mind naturally becomes still and serene, allowing you to align with your authentic being, whose very nature is clear seeing. Now affirm your inherent clarity as you repeat the following 3 times, aloud or silently. Through awakening, clear seeing, I experience the silence of my authentic being. Through awakening, clear seeing, I experience the silence of my authentic being. Through awakening, clear seeing, I experience the silence of my authentic being. Now slowly release the mudra of Jnana Mudra, the gesture of your hands, taking several deep breaths to rest your essential clarity. And when you are ready, open your eyes, returning slowly and gently, experiencing the clear seeing that allows you to remain in meditation easily.